Hey y'all, this is Tiffany Lachey, owner of Bundles by Tiffany Lachey. I am so excited for today's video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Today's video is a very popular style that everyone has been wearing, which is going to be the braids on the side with the quick weave on the other side. Do y'all see this gray hair in my head? What has happened to me at only 36 years young? This is completely crazy. But let's get into the look. I start by parting out what I want parted out. If y'all have questions about this part in my head, I'll tell y'all about that later. That is from where I had a hair transplant in 2018. Once I get my hair parted how I want to, I go ahead and rubber band that off, and then I begin parting the back of my hair. Now for this, you really want to have a pattern of how you want your braids to go. I just kind of went in and started parting and was like, I'll figure it out later. And I don't think I should have did that, but I ended up liking it in the end. So I made the parts in the back with a little slight slant to it, just so it could give a little character back there for when I let people see the back of this head. Now, this is not going to be a braid tutorial if you are watching this. It's just more so for the look. But I made sure to go in and braid my hair. I didn't do anything fancy, just a regular cornrow. I did not do any hair added, nor did I add any rubber bands to the end, because there honestly wouldn't be no point for that, because we are doing a quick weave on the other side and all of that will be covered anyway. Once I did my last braid, I realized I did not like it because of where I had that hair transplant before. It made my part look super wide. So I just decided to go ahead and start curving up towards the front. And then I just brought that next braid down to the bottom. As you guys can see, my hair is thinner towards the front, but very, very thick in the middle. And again, I just continue on with my braids. I did not do no fancy braid pattern. I just really wanted to try this style. It's so cute, very minimum leave out and just out the way. Once I finished that last braid, this was the final look of what my braid pattern looked like, and it was time to get started on the front. When I say very minimum leave out, I genuinely mean very minimum leave out. We are only going to leave out some for the top, and I'm going to show you how we are going to cover the back without it having leave out. I definitely suggest braiding that leave out going towards the front, because our next step, we're going to have to put our cap on, and we do not want to risk ourselves getting any of the hair stuck up under that cap. I have done it before, y'all. It will be a mess. It will be so hard and crunchy, and that is not what we are going for. Not at all. Our next step is going to be to braid down our hair for the quick weave. I always tell people to make sure that you sit that hair off of your hairline. We do not want to rip what edges we do have out with this quick weave. I love the fact that I do not have to do small braids for a quick weave. I just braid down. I connect the bottom piece from the previous braid into my next braid, and I do that all the way down. I don't know if y'all can notice, but I smooth that top part. It just helps it lay so much flatter for the top part. And I promise, even though these braids look big now, it will not look like this at the end, because we're going to press those tracks in. So in the back, I just split that to 2. I have 5 braids in total, and this is what it looks like. This is the protective shield that I use along with a black stocking cap. Yes, you can use color if you like. I only use like the nude colors if I'm doing closures, or if I just genuinely don't have black, but I like to use the black stocking cap. I went in with some even freeze spray on my hair first. I have found that my hair dries so much quicker when I do this step first, and then I go in with the shield, just being super careful not to get it on my leave out. And I use an actual applicator brush. Sometimes I do get messy, like right here, but just make sure to smooth that out really, really good. And when I do the back, I actually put the protective shield on my applicator brush, and then I get it down. But you really, really want to make sure that you get this on good and even, and that it is dry. If it is not dry, that is going to defeat the purpose of us having a protective shield. Next up, we are going to go around carefully and cut off that excess cap. A lot of people like to go ahead with glue around the perimeter first. I do not do that. I like for my cap to slide off very easy, and I don't want no glue on my hair. But you guys can see right here how I did not protect enough of the braids. So I had to go back in with that even spray and the protective shield again, and before going on to the next step. So listen, y'all, I reuse hair all the time. If you want to see this video, go back to my channel and watch this video, because it is the exact same hair that I am putting in my hair right now. I don't know why people keep telling y'all you cannot reuse quick weave hair. I do it all the time. But let me not get on that rant. You guys, when you start laying these tracks, you want to do that very first one around that perimeter as well as your second one, because you want to start framing your face for how you want your tracks to lay in this style. To lay a quick weave, it is very easy to just glue, let that get tacky, blow dry it, and go on to the next step. What I am showing y'all is just how firmly I am pushing the tracks down into my head, because again, I did not do small braids, but because they are loose and fluffy, when I put those tracks in, it balances everything out. And I promise y'all, I do not have a cone head in the back of my head. So right here, I'm literally just laying those tracks all the way until I get up to the top, making sure to start where those braids are and then curving over to the side. This part is going to be all up to the stylist or whoever is doing your hair. And it's about your flow. How do you want to mix the pieces in? Do you want a lot of color? Do you want a little bit of color? Is the front full, or do you want the back more full? This is where you get to do you. I did not curve my tracks all the way up to the front because I want it in my face, but I don't want it so much in my face to the point where I just have to push it all the time. Now, this step is what I really want you guys to see. Because we do not have leave out going towards the back, I want you to measure that little small space in there and cut out, I think I did about 5 tracks to fill in that space. I measured it, and then I made me some pieces and I laid them just going straight up. You want to think about the old invisible part method, how you literally stack those tracks in a straight line right on top of each other. This is going to make the hair that is on top fall over the hair that is behind, and it is going to make sure that our tracks are completely covered. Sorry, y'all, my camera died, so while it was charging, I went ahead and flat ironed my leave out and also put a little makeup on so we could get into the look. But y'all, when I tell y'all I love my hair, this is my raw Indonesian hair from my hair collection, which is Bundles by Tiffany Lachey. I do not remember the lengths because I've put it in multiple times and cut it multiple times, and it's still good, y'all. I love her down. So because she was cut before, I always like to go in and add some more layers. So I let the hair fall that's already cut, and then I go ahead and go from there. You can make this as layered or as framed as you want it to be, but I'm not going for over dramatic layers at this point. Y'all, I was feeling myself. Once you start pulling that hair in your face, you be ready. Okay, let me get back on track. Let's get into the curls. Y'all, I'm using my T3 curling iron, and also this angle allows y'all to see what I am recording with which is the DJ Osmo Pocket 3. Love this thing down. And if you happen to see me look off, it is because I am also recording a reel on my phone at the same time. But the curls, I am literally curling and just letting those curls sit without disturbing them, because you want your curls to actually settle before you comb them down. I just did the same thing all the way up, and y'all see how pretty these curls are falling. This hair holds a curl so good, so well, and it will stay curled for days. Okay, look at that. Do you see the material? You see the material, period. My next step was to go in and lay down those front edges. I have been trying this basking leather. Some days it does great for me. Some days it does not. Today was a day that it did not, but the girlies really love it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments. Do she really be giving? But let's get into the curls. The curls, the curls, the curls. Again, I told you, you can make this as big or as flat as you want it to be. I always put my curls in and just kind of play with it. I was going for more of the flat look, so I combined all of my curls together. One of my favorite things is to have that layer in that little curl frame towards the front of my face. That is my favorite. But y'all, this is the look of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you try it out, tag me on Instagram, BBTL Hairco, and let me know. This is a back view, and I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling myself. I love it. Low maintenance, and I'd wear it again. I would definitely wear it again. Love y'all. Till next time.